Jak Progresso Jr. was born on the 25th day during the month of June, 1978. He was conceived in the Mount Vernon Einstein Memorial Hospital and was recorded the longest baby to ever be born there. His collarbone was broken, and during the second day of his birth, his incubator broke down. When he was 10, he owned a goldfish and named him Otis, after his dead uncle. He fed it potato bread and pepper twice a day. A week later, it died. At age 13, he joined the Meredith Tennis and Golf Academy, where he received 2 gold putters and went undefeated for 3 years in a row. He dabbled in chess, but never followed through, due to his left thumb being shorter than the right. At age 17, he ran away from home and joined the psychedelic environmental movement, where he experimented with DMT and peyote on the Adirondack mountaintops in an adobe hut. He left when he was 23.
Body parts on the street. Body was cold. You're dead and gone.
Till the kingdom high.
Yeah. Something wicked this way comes. The wind was cold. The snow blew through the hair of the head stake to the picket pole. Bordering the mall, starting to decompose. And the stench of corrosion was so strong that any opposing army you approached came to a sudden halt and headed back towards their rowboats docked at the Gulf. The left flank didn't hold. Bodies slumped over bodies in rows, being picked at by trolls. When the bat-like wings grow from the vitamins and the cartilage of my backbone, I'll flap home. I keep a skull collection like forensic lab experts and highlight excerpts from Ted Bundy's biography to online computer networks. I study pathology and send perverted photos of me, spackled with blood to Kessler. A star-crossed dresser, moved to a ski lots in Colorado and murder middle-aged Caucasians in a turtleneck sweatshirt. I scream at corpses so loud that it comes back from death first for a sec and dies after its gesture. A Willy Wonka tap tongue opened the wet works factory, burning black smoke from chimney sensor.
Excuse me, sir, do you think murder's an art? But of course. Do you think happiness is being in the dark? But of course. Is the chainsaw really your choice of weapon? But of course. Do you really levitate heads during sessions? But of course. Excuse me, sir, do you think murder's an art? But of course. Do you think happiness is being in the dark? But of course. Is the chainsaw really your choice of weapon? But of course. Do you really levitate heads during sessions? But of course.
I chill alone with a group of one, emit odors of diesel fuel like a truck driver's netted hat with oil stains at the front. You can forget about feelings of goosebumps. I'll make your flesh crawl off of your muscle form in loose jumps. Elephant trunk, almanac concealing the corn husk during the witching months on which they burst the curtain from the scorn crust. Bloody pitchforks stuck in haystacks and brush, covered in sawdust. Mow dust, operandi. Bodies caught in reservoir channel currents and found floating up topside on the shore by a rowboat covered in crossland. Stab wounds, I angle cuts. I battle my inner demons with angel dust. Tea leaf, basil lungs, workman's gloves, lumber axe stuck inside of a maple trunk. So everything now is marmalade. Would you like me to show you how much fertilizer my garden takes and explain the reason why there's an odor coming from beneath my apartment space? But you'll have to be patient while concrete hard its way.
Excuse me, sir, do you think murder's an art? But of course. Do you think happiness is being in the dark? But of course. Is the chainsaw really your choice of weapon? But of course. Do you really levitate heads during sessions? But of course. Excuse me, sir, do you think murder's an art? But of course. Do you think happiness is being in the dark? But of course. Is the chainsaw really your choice of weapon? But of course. Do you really levitate heads during session? But of course.
Now first of all, let's set this straight.
What?
No, my head isn't exactly on all the way. See, my neck is tamed. I'm about to drag the bodies of dissected days to a snuff studio in LA and stop hardcore fans from stress and rage. Come so close to your face with a chainsaw. Before you die, you'll be able to see a reflection of the metal blade. Let's take time to gather negative auras. I'm an oblivious fool to all of my education. I occupied special ed and alternative school. I hate conforming to rules. I still tight roll the cuffs of my jeans cause I'm the one who thinks it's cool. The 60s rule. If I lived then, I wouldn't be here having all of these intelligent conversations with you. I wouldn't be able to make it through, cause I would have dropped more acid as a person than all of the Beatles as a crew. I'm sick and walk around bald shaking from cancer treatment and radiation, wearing a bandana like a leukemia patient. That's why my eyebrows are painted, so I always look like I'm surprised and elated.
Excuse me, sir, do you think murder's an art? But of course. Do you think happiness is being in the dark? But of course. Is the chainsaw really your choice of weapon? But of course. Do you really levitate heads during sessions? But of course. Excuse me, sir, do you think murder's an art? But of course. Do you think happiness is being in the dark? But of course. Is the chainsaw really your choice of weapon? But of course. And do you really levitate heads during sessions? But of course.
Everyone sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. This one's a jam. I'm now writing a blood note to my mom from an isolated cabin in the woods from summer camp. Stuck the stamp like, no mom, everything's great. I'm making friends the first day at such a fast rate that I doubled my weight. There's a face imprint on my stomach side. This year we learned how to incubate larvae and breed rare rainforest butterflies. I would've washed away the blood tides or fingerprints and running water, but the dead leaves suck the gutter dry. Underground mainstreamers get a big fuck you underlined. Don't worry, I lack Bill Murray when you in disguise. Cats watch from the crowd like London spies. All of this cavemen fighting over who made the first fire shit is exactly fucking why. I'd rather live under this rock than come out to spit when it snows in the summertime. Please don't use my presence as a crutch design. This is just a rhyme. But I have not copped a good album since 8th grade, and I'm now 25. I'm a study undermined. Catch my strangulations 45 seconds after the snuff film, still on running time. Hit the beach resorts with shades over Bundy's eyes. Fake broken arm, leaning on a rented van, funny guy. Body strapped to roof of cars, cross-country drive, bumpy ride, ligature marks from bungee lines.
There's a little private party going on tonight. Plenty of fun and laughs. Take a break from the books and live a little.
Welcome to Losers Anonymous. I'm your spokesperson with a coke problem and a t-shirt saying be positive. I cursed the day I was blessed with this burdenous gift to spit on rage. Hip-hop sucks, so I trip on stage. And that veteran saying, who's this fucking kid on tape? I binge for days and don't usually show up for shows even if the pricks will pay. I hit the flakes, sweat hits the face. It's all pixel waves. And for my 2 fans, I'm sorry the shipment's late. And that's why Jack doesn't sell. But that's fucking swell. Haters can't even say they put it back on the shelves. So you can suck the gelatin off of my cells. And trust me, I'm not coherent. I'll start fist fights with younger cats right in front of their cribs that involve their parents. I'll meet you at sundown by the old gallows. Cannibal thrown pharaoh. So pissed when I twist, my muscles itch like there was earwigs in my bone marrow.
It looks like they're having a party. Yeah, quite a celebration. Hey, don't worry, I'll stay close till we get the coke.
Favorite weapon, Mr. Pessimism, lumber the flesh, Theodore Bundy, Big D, ID, Brooklyn visit from the sticks. Yo, on your mark, get wet, go. Progresso, the klepto, metalhead like death throw, bummy dress code, steal from the next toe, the get-go. Hate rap beef with innuendos and indirect quotes. When I spit it gets cold, dancing on headstones, playing the flute like Jethro, shrooming the techno, pitching tent poles. I flex flows like Roman Greco, killing spree along the west coast. I strangle women who listen to the Peshmo. Feds got my apartment state, do the prostitutes missing from off the streets at an army raids. Patterns hard to trace, dump the body of a hitchhiker by an overpass off the Garden State. Bound their arms with tape, locked in safes, submerged to the ponds and lakes. Neighborhoods are unsafe, scrubbing carpet stains till my heart starts to race. Carcass place, strip the clothes in a parking space. This ain't breakdance music or b-boy rap attack. I strangle college chicks, kidnapped from frats, bury them and relive the murders by visiting the spot it happened at. Immerse corpses underwater with axe and bat. My life sucks like bar holes, built by rich fat bitches on car phones. So I hibernate for the summer and snort white labeled cargo. It won't come out till snow covers Westchester like Fargo. Stop at motels, cause that's as far as the cars roll. Strangle waitresses with stockings and my ears to the throat to hear the gargle. Blood splatters on marble from stab wounds or single mothers missing from carpools. Yeah, that's it. Straight up trash bag. I'ma hit the mom, Burlington. Calm down, bro. Come on, reality here. Mr. Nice Guy, the happy face killer. Peace. Gary Ridgway, the Green River killer.
Drops of blood fell on the moon, and every drop became a man. Drops of blood, and every drop became a man.
Out of the slime and darkness it comes to inflict its life-destroying poison on the careless, the unwary, the unprotected.
Check this out. Weather tops. I'm from Gorgodol. Who cracked the asphalt? I'm staring at mirrors on fast forward. Blow up ciphers after the oven gas blowing. I'll pull the balcony down to where the last row is. The last flow is undetectable media mass poets. Continue female harvesting. During summer months, the breeze blowing into my neighbor's back's the hardest thing. A man exists with wild wings. The Lion King squats in circles of fire rings. My delusions get worse every day. I rehearse what I say before I leave home to watch you fold skirts working away. You may not recognize me, but we met for sure. I sit 3 rows in back you during lit course just like a nerd. Right now your schedule is booked through the 3rd. I pass you from a distance and turn my direction, but don't say a word. You're a guest in my house. There's a vacancy on the side couch with chain mounts are bolted to my mouth.
Indecision, the playbill reads, pay no intermission. In Spanish Inquisition vanishes into submission. Spineless, due to crystallization from tripping. Serums from syringes dripping, binging. Spitting fire next to kindling. The kingpin, ringleader of a drug cartel in English. So step back when I kick. If you neglect the fact that I'll rip your spine out your back with one swift swing. I rip wings off angels. You're all anal like MILF Hunter. It makes me wanna kill someone with a drill gun stunned. I attract heat but never sun. The clever one, 7 taste buds from your tongue, never run. Demonic with guns and knives. I was summoned by signs in the sky. We're dancing the drums in the night. I'm one of a kind, and one with the tide. It's full moon, but inside I'm half empty, my soul too.
Yo, what up, Boy Scout? No fight. Troop leader number 22, you know?
Nah, we're all peace here, man. Keep it peaceful, man. That's what I do.
Yeah, you heard I stalk women. Approach from a long distance and talk with them. Once they hop in the van, stick a fork in them. Bury the head of the last victim's corpse with them. In my neighborhood with the lights off, you can hear the gas-powered saw ripping. Smell it, leaks from the valve cords dripping. Cat crawling, asphalt prison. Raps called pigeons. Spend spare time at mall tripping. Bodies found, already chalked bridges. Act sort limbless. Fuck rap, I am bored, but I can act all in it. What up? I'm Jak. Swallow MCs alive till my tummy kicks. Funny kid, look at me. Bundy lives. He's a genius from all the drugs he did. Which reminds me, fuck the rehab my parents stuck me in. Let me show you who supports random violence. With no premeditation and compliance for murdering my neighborhoods with kitchen knife kids. I skip to the park, grab a kid off balance at the monkey bars and snap his back at the arc. I'm known as Myers. During my autopsy, they couldn't remove my mask using electric drills and pliers. Back in the set, massaging the rubber racks at the back of my head, relaxing in bed. Sent from the dead like who is he? I'm the cat from under the stairs that'll choke you to death till he's blue as green. I'm into pastels and oil paintings. Black and white Technicolor reels stored next to the boiler room in the basement. Replacement of various races, cells, table talk in my house. I'll explain DNA equation arrangement. And my head is off. Examined by counselors, shrinks for depression in rehab center halls. I've been to all. Age 24, sedated in the day room, rocking back and forth, salivating from the Sephiroth. And some say I'm sick, how come? Cause I'm on coke and still fuck up my verses and my boots for this album. Obnoxious, rock lines, drop hits, clocks tick, turn ciphers at the mosh pits. Cane sniffed in, pale flesh, plain pigment, gray wig fits big, depressed, split vein, wrist slit, take the stage, Jane's addiction, waltzing with a rape victim, numb nostril, one's clock still, $20 snot bills, on countertops next to bong spill, fish side events, cabin Vermont Hill, ski resort, Rode the blizzard with no cartilage and got chills. One's for the fans, good looks on the gas. Now I can float away like birthday balloons from a missing child's hands. Sick depiction, gut-wrenching murder scene description. Our copycat killing this sorta listed. First Bundy, then switched it to Kemper and finished with Rifkin. Stalk New York strip clubs from a distance. In the van with the windows tinted, I'm always lifted. I've got the balls to talk shit and back it. Jak is the fucking shit, that's it.
They could kill somebody and not even know what they were doing.
What happened to you?
And if you ever give out any information about this band again, you're gonna wake up some morning with both legs broken, maybe your head. Now get out of here.
This guy I went to school with was over there and asked me if I wanted to try some acid.
Yeah, what up? Oh, bravo, bravo. Yo, I'm your substitute. I'm here to teach you about some important issues. Yo, what's up, bro? I'll rip out your little sister's tear ducts and wipe her upside down smiles away. I murdered full time, but still managed to run over 12 miles a day. Serial killing, odd patterns, the cycles will change. Touch fabric, tiles, and space. I can watch my physical form from 10 miles away. I'm a lefty, but when I switch stabbing arms during 4 sex, it gets messy. The latest updated forensic techniques couldn't get me, I'm too sketchy. I floss like my mother dressed me, I sell in flat scenes, and look like the local boy next door on a 10-speed. I work at data entry, ignore cops, without picking tools at nighttime. Put a piece of tape over the automatic door lock. Sneak in after you leave in the morning to work at your job. I'll live there for weeks and then bounce after the corpse. These modern day politicians don't get me open. I don't wanna hear your acapella Seinfeld sketches on a coke bench. I am the anti-social, fronting social for the fuck of human spokesman. House cats tend to sleep on the rodents, letting them slip through the garden unnoticed. So I always tend to cutting the grass up in my front lawn before it grows in.
I first dropped acid when I was 18.
Oh, jumping Jehovah Willies, yeah? Hasn't hit yet, you know? I'm here in the Peppermint Rainbow Bowtie Lounge, and I'm hanging here with the 2 hungry brothers on a smooth tip, and ID, all boogie boarding the surf wave of life, if you know what I'm saying. You fellas good with drinks, you know?
No way.
Oh. Alright, I'll hit the tray later. And I've got some poetry I like to say. Not spoken word, I shit upon spoken word. I wave my genitals at the very direction. But you see, I wrote something like this, and it's called Crap in a Bucket for Paint. The fall October 29th, the season of dying where everything changes and sheds its skin to bare bone and skeleton. Desolate wilderness, a man could lose it out here if he is a deep thinker or too into the meaning of life's anguish and pessimism. I've been inhabiting this forest for 10 years, and I've adjusted to the boredom and silence of the rich neighborhoods. Hiking trails and trees, except for wind. Everything up here in the mountains aggravates me. Makes me want to occupy my time with murder, pain, and the suffering of others who live life and enjoy it. Running away from the noise and silence and torture that scare them, running towards the sunlight and sprouting flowers. And I am an ant and butterfly, and life turns to anguish. Thank you. Thank you. Written in Hunter College, New York, 1968. Thank you. All right, so we party now, all right? Oh. I sat on my own balls, if you know what that means, right? Drop it.
Madness. When the king, he poisoned the water supply of the whole entire village and kinship. Now not if you're nuts. Ink blots and bottles of dust. Who else can best describe the inner rotting of guts besides me? I'll squat in the hut, chewing on adrenal glands, face more painted in palm prints of blood, screaming at the top of my lungs. Because the cricket legs moving in my skull, they don't stop when I'm done. Grip mic solid enough. with almost the same exact chokehold as the salvo, but I polished it up. And what do you know about stage presence? Mine is fat and way tremendous. I get amped and crowds gather to block the fire escape exits to see what sounds like me and elephants in rage wrestling. Walk away with his tufts and braids bended, flex weight and then sit.
I think about all kinds of things. Blue makes me think of the Skool.
No, wait a second, Jack on a happy beat, but it's hard for me. I can drag teams during handicap track meets. Gold medalist, wheelchair basketball, pole vaulting athlete on acid tab sheets. Slipped under me turtleneck, virus crew journalist, safari short shotgun arm tourniquet, shooting range target practice behind workman shed, hunter tennis head stripe visor, Johnny Depp Vegas showroom, red typewriter, deep freeze white water dust boom, set aside a nun spoon, alpine wilderness picking mushrooms, poke index at Saturn rings. Nobody knows that I went Fisher King at the gathering.
I think about all kinds of things. Red makes me think of the sun. 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 Yellow makes me think of triangles.
If you see women less as a character, more as like an image.
But I would get a fake. Who would notice that it's fake? I'd have to get a hairpin to match it though. Definitely.
She was 22, abducted from Oregon State University campus, May 6th. Skull discovered on mountain campus, not linked to the others as I planned it. We talked for hours and took acid. I opened the larynx. The talking stopped from there quick. Brenda, June 1st, less than a month later, I would come take her to a local tavern to talk and drink some Jaeger. I'm a charming young stranger. She tells me she's into yoga and an ice skater. I would cut off the air supply to her lungs later. Before that, I made her strip like I paid her. Janice and Denise, lured away from a lake by dialogue. Smile on. Tennis out for the tire on. One girl led away from a man by docile charm.
I'm drawing pictures of houses and plants with 6 petals. And the house, I like it to look like my aunt's house in Vermont. I like going to Vermont and I stay with her and we make
The other was already dead, hung from plumbing in a basement, tied by her arms. Metal pipe tight inside the palm. Skull fractured from bludgeoning till hairstyles gone. But she awoke after I already begun intercourse. Pulled my dick out from in her soft. Should've made sure she was finished off. Listen to the cure to rid remorse. Skinned the corpse. The other watched dead with eyes open, bearing an expression chilled as frost. It gave me chills, of course. A week later, the smell of decomposition filled the loft. Summer house of death, it was called. Then I switched the course, headed to Seattle in a car rehearsing. Picked up a hitchhiker, depressed girl, most certain. Told her I had my own place and I was working. The longer I held conversation, the more she emerged as a person.
I squeeze them, then I eat them. Then we go in the backyard and jump rope, and her dog barks a lot when we jump rope.
Get out of here.
I like her dog even when he barks a lot. I want a puppy dog.
Really?
I like puppy dogs and little cats that are soft and sweet.
I pick up hitchhikers, runaways, and drifters. Brought back drownings on strippers. Up and down shorelines of rivers. I keep their personal belongings like wigs and slippers. Bodies flow bloated and block channels to irrigation filters. In water for so long, fresh prunes and wilters. And I'm exhausted. I've been stalking prey all night.
Jack, why you keep the heads?
Cause I whack off to them, alright?
My favorite is to go shopping with my friends. We like to get shoes that match with belts. And look at cute boys when we take a break from shopping to go eat chicken sandwiches at Arby's. We buy pants that say juicy on the butt and cowboy hats.
Really?
Right after we leave the mall, we go home and put on the clothes that we bought and take pictures of them. We know we look good in them. If not, we go back the next day and we exchange them.
Oh, okay.
I can't wear halter tops because I have broad shoulders,
Yeah, I see.
but I like my legs, so I wear skirts a lot.
Of course.
I want to get a tattoo of a butterfly on my ankle with pink bows on each wing. That would be so cute.
Yeah.
But I don't like needles, so I don't know if I'll actually get it. I don't like pain either.
did realize it. In other words, you've known this all along, is that right?
View from belly of airliner. Wipe the condensation from off pilot visors and drop the definition of bizarre sculptures with the word vulgar and highlighter. Gut biters, kids sleep till I have to duff cats twice my size and Gary Coleman bus drivers. Jack and me alone inside of a circle is a bug cipher. Scientist ask how does this win pipe work. I'll drive a dump truck to a crowd of bikers and have to wash off the ligaments from the driver's side with windshield wipers.
My boys don't do the drug scene anymore. I don't know where the hell they got that from. They're clean. They're working hard, rehearsing all the time, writing new numbers. Yeah, that's right.
Magical power is not the privilege of any one person, but rather the prerogative of all. In their case, one might speak of mass magic.
Like heavy drinking, but a more sluggish feeling. I was dropping Red Devils, Seekano, at first. Later on, I fixed it. Your perception is all out of whack. When you kick reds or yellows is about all you can take.
Tough crowd, huh? Yeah, man. An audience or an oil painting, you know what I'm saying?
You're not funny, bro. You're a loser, bro. Seriously.
This rap's not yours. Behind the padlocked doors. And when you ring the dinner bell, I'm not the one that's drooling run like Pavlov's dog. I need to tape my wrist. My seeds is spoiled rotten. Even my girl tells me my sperm tastes like shit. 2 years and 3 days I sit stuck in a snow globe. Lidocaine frost glaze my stiff. To me, fame is this. Look, I got the new Jack doll, mommy. Batteries and number acts came with it. My dress code hardly down. When I rock the same pants and shirt to shows like Charlie Brown. Piss on the party crowd. Tennis outfit with Ray-Ban. These MCs got Kathy Griffin's material for gay fans. I don't pop block in subways. I'm tagged with spray cans. I spit in front of mirrors, basic reflection that wasn't the same man. To the bleeding forest that lies wide and dim, stooping in a shadow, gray and dim. To little birds, roast them alive or stew them in a pot. Fry them, boil them, and eat them hot. Back to the bleeding forest, which lies wide and dim, stooping in a shadow, gray and dim. The little birds, roast them alive or stew them in a pot. Fry them, boil them, eat them hot. I drop the axe head on shoulders to cry on. Grow vines over graffiti and Krylon. No need to guess what side I'm on. Welcome to Saigon. I'm that kid who murders in tripods. Bury hatchets deep in the back of bygone. Rubber restraints hold me back from microphones. I ain't your homie Jack. I'm a legend like the Zodiac. Different state, different face, hair combed it back in front of sororities, dropping law books with a phony cat. What up, rap stars? You know me, loser. In a dopey stupor, spit low budget horror like Toby Hooper. Drug abuser, 12 steps ain't gonna work. I was trying to do it that way, but for 10 years I was stuck on the first. Free from cellulars and phone lines, doing drugs like I won't die. It's the Progresso show live in the psychedelic bow ties. Friends question me about my obsession with murders like I know why. Back to the bleeding forest that lies wide and dim, stooping in a shadow, gray and dim. To little birds, roast them alive or stew them in a pot. Fry them, boil them, and eat them hot. Back to the bleeding forest which lies wide and dim, stooping in a shadow, gray bring it dim. The little birds, roast them alive or stew them in a pot. Fry them, boil them, eat them hot.
Here they are in their agony, their mad fear, their impotent fury. What are they shouting? Nothing that can possibly have any sense. What are they asking for? Nothing that any human being could possibly give them. What then does their periodic madness seek to express? Nothing more than the universal madness of hate, love, adoration, the will to kill, the desire to blaspheme or to pray.
Village idiot walks on the fallen tree. Yeah. I welcome all duck flocks and ponds, swimming away from the border predator. To all competitors, you're venting better work. Your imagination altered, only stretched a third. But some get accepted for impressive works, the rest are nerds. I treat rap like a dead bitch after I dressed up her. Molest up words, I bless blunts and tongue, but my head spun first. Like I'm Ted Bundy and Janis Joplin's illegitimate stepson birth. I'm a dust mine, I opened the floodlights. So crowds bug front stage like 68 Woodstock mud fights. My brain's fucked up so my face distorted and speech altered. I murder women and get away with it cause they're prostitutes and streetwalkers. And in homage to Theodore Bundy, I study corpse and celebrate his death by rape of Berry Broads. January 24th. I bring the negative together, gathered in drift, switch moves, much like bird flocks, shift directions and weather patterns, set up ladders, inhale dust particles above the mass herd. I'm flattered. Apocalyptic dreamworks, ox, box, cart, street preacher on a milk crate in vaudeville, brandishing a snot rag and a bottle of real ether. Tie-dye, teal t-shirt. When it comes to the absinthe of European brand, real green t-shirt. I watch your face drip like paint remover splashed on masterpiece works. I can't feel my skin, and my heart's beating at torch pace. Corpse brain, I survey the euthanasia and cyanide sorbet. Portray what they all say. I follow chicks to apprehend at the doorway. Act nice and stalk prey, walk strange. I'm the weird guy at the ball games who gawk stains, and the crowd standing out all plain. Mixes chemicals in basement drug labs after more grades. Drop tabs and look towards space. And think, what if I murdered women while I toured Spain? But thoughts stray, wars waged. Torch wave, gave the cops NyQuil. Stock log splitters like Oswald stock rifles. Go to club, pick up chicks, bring them home to watch Stifle. Stuff their body parts in plastic bins and wash cycles. Odd style, wrestle, read the top title. A poster board teen pop idol. Still puff but don't cop vials. No longer chop lines too. The sun doesn't exist and the clock's time still. I keep prostitute heads in my fridge to age like wine's chilled. I breathe through spine gills.
People who are that stupid just don't deserve to live.
The rubber world and everything comes to a point. And I'm out. 2006 scumbag shit. King of Pink Flash, Horse King. I'm maturing. I feel myself maturing, you know. Just murder, that's it though. Yeah, no more charity, feel me? Get palms from out my face. I chop off hands before I give away CDs or freebies. You owe me 2,000 easy for a burst and time alone with your girlfriend's teeny head. Eye socket hollowed for insertion freely. Hee, I pop halfling leaf on the peach trees. Running blood stream green. Sugar cane pipe tiki. Champion cocaine breakfast. no longer Wheaties. Sobriety, week 3. He, she, fans on the catch, DNA and cream cheese. So wedded, pilot fish clean me. Black lung, breathe deep. Thoughts staring at dilated corpse, I paint still life. Any women I date, strangled to death and dumped naked on hillsides. Psychedelic, murder, sensational, thrill ride. Staring at the trees before autumn on acid, everything will die. First started on roadkill, BB gun sources. Skinning rabbits, dissecting cats I stole from the neighbors' front porches. I'm a pyro and love knives, kept my axe sharp. After church, I dig up animals in my backyard and burn them in piles like stack cards. Injected frogs with bleach and left amphibians with track marks. By the winter, I had my first pet cemetery and making headstones for each wasn't that hard. Crosses of sticks, rocks, and cobblestones. Fell off my mongoose, broke my collarbone. Got up and hobbled home, past condominiums and cottages, resembling Cobbett homes. My behavior didn't even have my parents thinking about college loans.
Will we have fun?
Yeah, what's doing?
I'm gonna take you on a sleigh ride with the snowbird.
Sleigh ride? Snowbird? In the summer?
Gosh, you are dumb.
I'm miserable. I hope everyone else is bop. Skizzy, skizzy, doo bop. I hate myself. So it's gotta be impossible to like somebody else. I said, I hate myself. The chorus is, it's gotta be impossible for me to like somebody else. You fucking pussies. Who influenced the poetic visual art rookies? My ideas make some envious sheep herds pop woodies. By accident, somebody came up with some quoted lines from a heroin addict activist. Homo handprints and overconfident manuscripts, but I'm a passive kid. And watch how quickly a paddle boat can switch into a battleship. Last round, web surfing bookworm versus raw talented. Tenenbaum, family talisman, rich neighborhood, obnoxious, burnout, arrogant, paranoid yuppie. But that alone is enough to make me wedge a golf club in your front teeth. And that's unconfidential, off record and unclean. Avant-garde druggie, late 80s rebel grunge teen. 4 years of going noticed and unseen. In one scene, the oval surgeon slices the blue octopus's tongue speed and walked around its mind state to hunt dreams. As the native spears the antelope, the mind's angry antidote pushes into the human forms manifold and punches upward through the solar plex to the stomach envelopes and skull hemorrhages and head explodes. I'll break your vessel and make your soul a centerfold and freeze it outside and piss on a pedestal when the weather's cold. I hate myself. So the chorus is, it's gotta be impossible to like somebody else. He said he hates himself. Why? So it's gotta be impossible for him to like somebody else. I hate myself. So who cares? Oh, too bad. Let's keep it simple, brief, on messy acrylic art turf. For real pedophilia off camcorder. During hard work, you're offbeat like how a baby's heart works. Smart jerk, walk 15 blocks to your crib to break in after I park first. Just sitting on Indian burial grounds and marked dirt. A wolf scalp feathered sitting bare with fists brewing dark curse. On horseback I chatter verse and gallop across just a tomahawk. Lop your cabbage off like Amawalk. Natives squat next to water banks and gather moss. Hurl Ecuadorian javelins at ribs like matadors. You're a novice. Pin pop balloon heads bloated. Block the air passage to your throat with a garden hose and no motive. I'll sew your bitch's mouth open, roll on a Trojan and have sex for the face, spermicide coated. I hate myself. So it's gotta be impossible for me to like somebody else. Why do I hate myself? Because it's gotta be impossible for me to like somebody else. He said he hates himself.
His problems must wait for tomorrow, or he can solve them tonight alone.
But they always had jars.
It's the acorn king. He sits on a tree stump. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. When autumn comes, Slytherin verse Hufflepuff. Muggle blood, huff and puff. Dust bundle, double dutch. Body parts double stuff. Dog muzzle shut. Ox kick shuttlebutt. Across gutter slums. Remove arm, leg sewn on to the other one. Puzzle done. Jack, humble one. Chloroform, muffled lungs. Subtle fun. Cast shadows, cover sun. 100 acres, Huffalum. On the surgeon wonder drum. like other tongues. Manhunter, sun, homecoming, supper brung. House window, shutter swung. Hide bodies under shrubs. I arrive winter, coming, summer done. I lynch backpack movements after I slip knot ropes. Violate preteens with wooden split mop poles. Till vaginal discharge drip clots holes. No atheist dig foxholes. Water my cornfield blood and watch crops grow. As cops troll, I stick chopsticks to my cockhole. Pass out, wake up spitting in front of an audience for a rock show. Just pushing albums on hip-hop, not a lot sold. Most of the crowd are wannabes who write and chop code. I hope they rot slow. Fear and loathing journalist, gonzo. All is not shown. This is my double life led like the creator of the Gong Show. The reason why your spit screen smells like pot smoke. Styles become a dead baby joke. Eyeball service, hollow light voice. Become paranoid, paranormal mic voice. Next album, white noise. For sociopaths, my music's the right choice. Ferris wheel dizzy. Used to sniff speed like German ground troops in Blitzkrieg. Trippy, flashbacks every time I blink I skip scenes. Like how they miss these. I move around a lot like a gypsy. Strictly puff dip trees till I see 6 breeds. Bathing mountain goats in blood dancing on cliff peaks. Murdered virus, bring back the 60s. Hippies driving a van with backpacks of whiskey. And perforated rip sheets. Through lava lamp lit streets. Pro-war and flip peace. 5 or 17 murders in absence of counsel. Writing out names I remember, the ones I did in my house will. Sketching maps to help police find the missing. Outline the listing by number, but time is ticking. Rumors of me up in psych wards. I heard you was out. I'm under a curfew in town. Drinking absinthe mid-morning, watching officers circle the house. I choke women with rubber hands till blood squirts through the mouth. That's it. Strangle them, inject chloroform, bleach, windshield fluid in the side of neck. Tarp, a garbage bag, or even a shower curtain. Drag them to the high weeds, and I'm out.
Antennae is a hallucinogenic powder made from the seeds and bark of a tropical plant. He who inhales this magical drug automatically leaves reality and enters the supernatural world of the spirits. Under the influence of Antennae, one not only gains new powers, but actually undergoes a psychic transformation. One stupefied by the drug often begins chanting unintelligible poems, or he may even believe that he can soar through the air like a bird.
Okay, so yo, we would be expressing art in the purest form, in it's the negativity that you turn your head from. Okay, it's that stuff you don't want to look at every day. I'm gonna hit that stuff, okay, all the time. Really? I'm an asshole, and that's how I'm gonna be. Oh boy, I'm gonna run on here. So let me just warm up for you. Dumberest, dumbest, up in this. Swallow MCs alive, kick into my stomach ribs. And body parts compacted in trash tubes, eject out for the fun of it. Lebowski blunted kid, Cambodian colonel, leading the Brooklyn hunting trip. Mushroom field, country pick, swallow handfuls under the sun and sit. Make sure the razor runs on wrist, vertically, and draws blood to drip. So I can leave this earth summit quick, with makeshift wings, hands strung and drift. Up to the valley of death and extend my fist and touch its cliffs. Wow, bro. Let's come back to reality for a bit. Next page. I'll confiscate your heart and sew a zipper on your chest plate. An audio box in your mouth with fast forward cassette play. You think I'm foul? I'm only in the second and sex stage. That's why I'm pale and have this neck brace. In the front row and grill your set strange. Suffocate gothic chicks till they all start to vomit from methane. Styles warp like an exorcist bed frame. Posted on the battlefield mud like Vietnam reconnaissance 10 states. Look guys, the bandits here. Johnny on acid tabs with chainsaws and surfboards, heading to the beach in a Wagoneer. The masses scream, horrorcore lives. Spit flow sicker. I'm a helmet head, retarded, window liquor. A real schizo. Switch poles to make it look like me and Jack's fit clothes differ. I don't sell drugs, children, I'm a fiend who buys a suitcase full of drugs for his head and leaves. This music shit is cornball, everyone's like sideshow freaks. I'm about as motivated as a tree. You suppose that gods couldn't move me with the strength of a mustard seed? I pump raw talent directly through a machine. With this why I'll freestyle for the rest of my entire EP.
this act shall be satisfied the powers that dwell underground.
What are you doing? I'm meditating. Yes. You seem to be floating. I'm floating above a cloud, raining in one spot. Floating above a cloud, raining in one spot. Under this cloud, raining in one spot. No umbrella. I stand. What? Yo, I reveal my skull's crack. How? By hooking my top lip with wire and pull back. I'm Jak, master of suspense. My house is surrounded by paranormal activists intense. Bodies clog air conditioning vents. That's why I reek of dead bodies and incense. You smell something? Vampiric cult leader. I made a collage with the body parts of cheerleaders, and they were not cut out for my high school yearbook either. This is real life theater, along with dildos, feather straps, gag balls, and sheep shearers. I'm stuck in bio. After supper, I went to fetch the axe for the lumber pile and went to work on my own child. Well, it took a while, cause every half hour I would sit in front of the TV and keep changing the dial. My estate has more graves than Vietnam soldiers who passed away, wrapped in flags, wearing berets. In a gray pickup truck, I dodge state trooper barricades. Otherwise, I get caught with upper torsos, arms, and legs. Murder's an art. Breathing for me is hard cause I was born missing a heart. I had special surgery done on my lungs, so when I breathe, I launch elephant darts. I will slice a nice sheet of skin which covers my spine and turn around so you can see my back muscles from behind. Someone's please cover my eyes. I leave senior citizens beaten, shaved bald, half-eaten, thrown in cellars for electrical shock treatment. Two-headed seamen swimming sideways. Abnormal. Johnny 23, monsters. Deck.
Let me be the first to tell you that my dreams suck. Burn film frames slow rolling like ice cream trucks. The song carries on. Born to rock, the code is in my sperm. Lift the third rock, bugs under it. Space fabric hiss like wet Xanax. Chalk up deadlines to spit. It's grunt work to rip hair. I prefer the stone cold entity. So-called carefree freestyles are just good for therapy. Vocal cords surreal, the rest is energy. The thrill of lining up your pinballs in a random lane. I roll like Tina Turner in a coke bench. My rivers, I poke a bridge. See me, just a painter of an outline being clear is not an advantage on the front line. Seeking, you should stop hiding. Your conspiracy theories are no longer exciting.
I'm floating under a cloud, raining in one spot. And floating above a cloud, raining in one spot. Floating above a cloud, raining in one spot. In one spot.
It's like bedtime stories with white pillows to suffocate the enemy while he's sleeping. My style, the cabal for idiots like games people play with strokes from pennies. Mentally on blast like kids toy with the family gun and fire friendly. I don't make 20 decisions. You couldn't believe my ill position. Everything before me is infinite, so I do as I see fit when perceiving no inhibitions. Through the binary system I was mixed in, not fully matriculated like chameleons. Forfeit oblivion like catatonics with a nightlight opinion. Cut out shapes in your fingers for my shadow puppet dominion. Taking it back like Palestinians.
I'm floating under a cloud, raining in one spot. And floating above a cloud, raining in one spot.
I never bear arms unless I'm sleeveless. The true reason behind Masterpiece Theater. Rise like Jesus eating yeast on Easter. On a jet plane with Mary, Paul, and Peter. A true eater, and my breakfast consists of all main courses that's voided off my transcript. My permanent record is played at 45, so I'm staying alive with 2 toes on the white line while rush hour keeps passing me by slowly on the gridded lines. And my calf house is mad hard to find, so it remains the meat of the issue that's staying on my mind. My gray matter's always blocking sunshine and it rains down. Fuck it, pours down so loud like crowds after touchdown. I'm done now, so catch me at the photo finish with the wreath full of roses and the petals full of gimmicks.
Okay, hold up, meditate, calm demeanor, but I'm a psychotic ninja, quick to injure, I'm an engineer, swing shears, take off your chin, plus your beard, I'm a blind barber, giving lineups, blindfolded, hold it, watch me, make you turn golden, when I piss on crews, call it rain, now your suit got a permanent stain, you lame like lectures about nothing, eating C's and luncheons, cats I'm serving, one bar I'll leave you swerving, like 20 shots of vodka plus some bourbon, some urban in airport looking suspicious in turbans. My purpose knock you off your high horse. I force wars like US to foreign countries. Take Piss test after shrooming and puffing trees. Jak Progresso's my psychiatrist, but I'm not crazy. Been rhyming my life long, still broke, unsigned, and got no label that pays me.
Yo, hypocrites get their lips split. Bought I snores these are licorice. I like to slip the law victims with. I sit in circles, gather these vibes. I'm passing peace pipes. I shot a dream rhyme to reach heights, only to get these stripes. Walking up Shit's Creek knee high. I watch the stream rise with steam dies. I've seen sights that leave stars. I lean on these guys I stand against. I smell you dog but can't stand the stench. Still I stand at 10. Man, my intentions. Thumb in the damn hole, but still I let this shit go. For those gas like sicko, I turn vicious like hippos and tiptoe discreet too. You'll be reaching for the lynch rope as I kick the chair from beneath you. Meditating, I channel frequencies filtered like EQs. In each room's a reek of weed tune. Music to reach the people and smack the shit out of them with.
Kings of the scratch beneath the wings of a flat metal rings of attached the hook so I can hang and swing from my back on chains suspended in air, bringing pain to evidence. Enters the lair. Yeah, the message is clear. Bring out the Diablo and a fellow like Iago and Othello. The Gestapo in the ghetto swing morning stars. Leave calling cards. Keep body parts at home stored in jars. Keep rhymes into space and hit satellites that orbit Mars. Take the shortcuts and avoid the streets, destroying beats. Impregnating girls with seeds I leave on toilet seats.
I stand on Brooklyn building roofs, waiting for Ezekiel's wheel. The job the serpent to bite my heel, my meal. Raw honey and locust, meditate, focus. Call jacket these fucking bugs off my skin and spit the opus. Pops full of fungus, leopard sauce, so don't touch it. In this desert riding the feathery serpent, Quetzalcoatl. Chicks are fantasize about cognac bottles being held by models. Big chain and medallion, beat the shit out your ass. Hallucinating the pulpit while smoking grass. Talk to the tree people and hunt evil after mass. Underground bass. Little Marty and Big Egg Grays. Human in case of cocoons are getting glazed for taste. Hooded cloak like Crawley and float like poltergeist. The Green River Killer standing the foot of your bed at night. Waiting for sawtooth foot to get sliced while the DJ scratch with fingertips on ice.
Hey yo, this rap game is draining. Meditation's how I get away. MC's death certificates are staple to my resume. Every day a holiday. Trees, chicks, and Hennessy. Chill with deadbeat dads and D-list celebrities. Got geishas from Asia that be filling up my sake cup. Cause on posse cuts I slide swifter than hockey pucks. Who's jocking us? All these bodies just need to quit. Haters eat a dick and keep it moving like Shakira's hips.
My words are a painting that's three-dimensional, but claws sharp enough to reach out and sever you. While meditating, I hemorrhage and bleed rapture. And in my mind, aliens chase me like Dreamcatcher. I'm running, but fuck it, why are they trying me? Madness. Son, I eat fear and I piss out anxiety. I go to another world that lives inside of me, where thoughts are locked in brain cells and rioting.
Pathetic in his madness, or tragic in his humility, man is always a timid actor who makes a performance of his dismay. And when he mortifies his flesh in a performance that even the church deplores, he awaits with desperate anxiety the applause of heaven.
Such a puzzled expression. You're thinking about something, and that makes you forget. It's rather curious, you know, this sort of life. You like the new colors.
This lake is drying up fast, and soon we shall all be dead.
substance? Come on, man. This stuff can give you brain damage. Come on, man. Oh, wow, man. Come on, man. Losing the trust, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's rather curious, you know, this sort of life. With such a puzzling expression. You're thinking about something. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get with it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This stuff can give you brain damage. Come on, man. Leafy substance. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on,
Can't finance it anyway. Can he still trip? Well, check this. It took one rap nerd to make me popular off a copy disc. When I came down off the Rocky Mist Mountain, puffin' foggy clips. Went through an opium field where poppies pick. Held the axe like a hockey stick. Now I got folks in the village looking for a psych ward to lock me in. You wouldn't kill somebody's kid and rhyme about it, would ya? I'm that obvious. I'll scalp a cocky bitch and salute the sun while wind's blowing. Wig sewed in with bobby pins. If there's a race being held for which rap artist would overdose first, just sit back and watch me win. I exhale asthmatic fumes from cook ephedrine, formaldehyde fertilizer, and birth the mess rest as the body floats the green river face down, serene, peaceful. Washed gently upon the shore, covered in frogs and seagulls. Dead women, drain brain fluid and leak skulls. Sketch corpses on easels. The Schubert followed by Mozart live in London cathedrals. My body's earth vessel and the devil preached home. Speech stall, I slither my forked tongue slice. Brainstorm till I flash flood cemeteries to mudslides. Voice corpses from dump sites. Cops found clusters of bodies tied to treetops, hidden from sight. Entangled between branches up high. Odor attracts scavenger birds to pluck eyes. During interrogation, I'm tongue-tied. Cause I, the girl I strangled, died. It's getting deep, I'm not getting sleep. I have nightmares of sunny days and happiness. I wake up sweating bees. I came to bring death to sheep and jealous thieves who clench their teeth. But I just dilate my pupils with LSD dropped in my breakfast tea.
Yes, thank